Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. First of all, let me apologise for being so late. I've been on time a lot lately. Reason being, OBS had to update, and then it updated, and it didn't recognise anything, so I had to reboot my computer and everything. So I was ready to go, but then it fucked up. So I apologise. I did want to have a poll ready. So we're going to talk about this. Reasons we're going to talk about it, we'll get into in a minute. We're going to be talking about Roberts Bogle and, of course, Connor Roberts. We're also going to have a look at some other transfer rumours that's starting to come out as well. Who will Leeds sign? So you're going to get Bogle, you're going to get Roberts, or you're going to get both. Danny from Not Another Leeds pod said maybe both. I was like, you're smoking grass, son. Anyway, there's a poll out there. I want you to vote on it. We'll go back to it in a sec. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell and all that jazz. Yeah, please do that for me. Hope you're all doing well. If you haven't seen me Instagram as well, I got sent these as well. Big up to Rivals Tears. I put a little Instagram post out there, but I'm thinking, who's going to be getting it? We're going to, even some of yous in the chat might get it, you know. Some of yous in the chat might get some Rivals Tears drunk, you know, when you're throwing shade and that. We're going to be there, yeah. Rivals Tears. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. Big up, yeah. Been sent a couple of bottles of that. I feel they might come in use. Not even just Rivals, but some of you madheads in the chat as well. Anyway, let's get into it, right? We've got a few things I want to share. We've got some people saying that Roberts Bogle's in Leeds in a hotel. That'll be announced today. Don't know how real that is. Don't know why he'd need to be in a hotel hiding away. Surely he'd be doing his medical and all that jazz. But listen, the guy said it's bang on. We've got Roberts waiting in the wings, ready to sign. And this is where I land on the stuff. I'll share you the things first of all, right? Let's talk about the Roberts stuff. So it's come from Mr. ITK himself, Harry Cracklin, right? This is what he said. Someone asked, been crying for a proper right back for how many years now? We need the Bogle transfer happen. And he said Connor Roberts is on standby as a permanent. Now, what I take from this is, and it also makes me think back to the Kamara deal. You don't have to agree with me, and no doubt some of you won't, and we'll get into it. But what this tells me is Connor Roberts is back up, right? Connor Roberts isn't first choice. Connor Roberts is sitting around a bit like Kamara did last summer. Why aren't we signing Kamara? You know, remember, and we were after people like Paintsil and all these names that were linked that we never could get over the line for whatever reason, and we ended up settling on Kamara. I feel like that's happening a little bit with Roberts. And I'm going to make this call now. If we sign Connor Roberts, I'm okay with that. He's a championship right back. You'd need to improve on him if you get promoted. He's older than Bogle, etc. There's downfalls to that, but I like Connor Roberts. Bring him in, whatever. Yeah. Would prefer Roberts Bogle, younger age profile, higher ceiling, can compete in the Premier League, score goals in a poor Sheffield United side, was one of their better players in the Premier League. Roberts didn't even get a sniff, right? So there's the difference between the two players. As I said, in the championship, either will do. But I'm going to make this statement now and say, if we sign Connor Roberts, we skint, we cheap. We cheap. We're doing it on the cheap. Now, I said this earlier to a few pals in group. No, I don't mean we're cheap. Box smart, box clever. You can't tell me, right, that the number one target isn't Roberts Bogle. It's clear as day. It's Roberts Bogle. We've had 2 bids rejected. Well, how do you know that, Joe? You know it might be Roberts. Well, it's not. Because we haven't even bid for Roberts. We've had 2 bids rejected for Roberts Bogle. He's number 1 pick. Like, don't do this to yourself. Like, don't take everything you hear. Like, and that's from me as well, but like from the club. Yeah. Come on. Say it for what it is. See it for what it is. I personally think he's on standby. Why is he on standby? Because we want Bogle. If we don't get Bogle, then something ain't right. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. They want what? You know, Danny's just text me. He says, fucking hell, 10 minutes in and he's peppering me. Mate, I can't lie to you. I know you're watching now. You knew this was coming, broski. You knew this was coming. Because the way I see it, some people are ready to take the medicine. I think it's right to be skeptical. What it tells me is something ain't right. Jayden Bogle, they want 7. We've bid 2 lots of 4. Right, we've bid 2 lots of 4. I think he's worth the 7. Okay, it might be a little bit more than we'd like. But what's Roberts going to cost you? It's probably going to cost you, what, 4 or 5, potentially? Give that a little bit extra for a right-back that should be there then for a couple of seasons. Roberts maybe not so. But what it does show me, if Leeds United can't get Roberts over the line, they can't get Bogle over the line, they go for Roberts. I'm calling cheap, cheap, cheap. You're doing it on the cheap, cheap, cheap. And people say, oh, well, it's smart business and stuff. Yeah, but your top target's Jayden Bogle, so go and get your top target. Why are you going to settle for less? We want to get out of the division. There's a reason why you think... And look, between me and you, yeah, 2 million's a lot, but is it a lot for Leeds United, considering the amount of players we've sold? Which, I mean, Archie Gray yesterday played centre-back, was best player on pitch for Spurs. They're all raving. I now look at that transfer fee and go, oh, my God. 30 million. People say 40, yeah, okay, but 10 million, yeah, 30 million. Yeah. 30 million for him. That's going to look a travesty, I'm telling you now. It's going to look a travesty in a couple of seasons, if not even one. He's going to absolutely smash it. This is why I didn't want to go in Brentford, because he'd have fucking killed it. And it'd been like, Brentford, yeah, they've got a player, and then he'd have gone for fucking loads to a top 6 side. At least he's gone straight to Spurs. But that still annoys me. That still annoys me, especially after, someone said, it's all Farke's fault. Playing him at right back. Sack Farke now. That's right, mate, he's playing centre-back. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? Like, are we that? Like, so you're just going to throw shade at the manager when you don't even know where he's playing right now? Because guess what? He weren't playing in midfield. He was playing fucking centre-back where he's never played before. People are just wild, That's why that Rivals Tears is coming in handy this season, I tell you. But yeah, look, according to Harry Crackling, Connor Roberts is on standby for a permanent. So if we can't get Bogle, then we go for Connor Roberts. Then I start to question things. I'm already questioning things, but I start to question it a little bit more personally. Because I'm going, well, why are you not getting it? Why are we not getting it? Do you know what I mean? We need them both. It's not happening. Not happening. Combined transfer fee wouldn't be too high. It'd be over 10 million for them both. No. Roberts, no, I disagree. Because there's a reason Burnley didn't want him. I think you're not going to get Roberts cheap either, folks, from Burnley. You're not. Because Burnley will use him. And we haven't got... Look, for me, we haven't got the money. If we're putting 2 derisory offers of 4 million for Jayden Bogle, there's no way we're buying both and paying over 10 million, if not 10 million on the nose for 2 right-backs. Pointless. We're getting one. We've got Sam Byram. That's all we're getting, in my opinion. The exciting option is Bogle, so we'll sign Roberts, yeah. 5 or 6 you would hope, so pay it. Yeah, the Hoiver loan from, yeah, exactly, that could be. You could then also maybe get a loan like a Gilchrist, maybe a Hoiver or whatever it may be. Do we have a choice? If we do, it's Bogle, no-brainer. Well, we've got to put the money up first, right? Fortson McNulty, we'll get into him. He was actually on Lockie's left-back list. Lockie's just shared his left-back list with me there, and he's on there. We'll get into that, no doubt. Hey, Joe and the gang, big up to you. Yeah, I need a piece about McNulty, left-back from Dutch League, linked with us. I think someone's done... I think Leeds lately might have done a video. Lervish says, don't want Roberts. Any Leeds fan who says they know anything about McNulty is lying, unless you look Peck Swall on the regular or the island. I think there will be people that know him. I don't, definitely not. Come on, Joe, peep out from behind the curtain. Bring some good news, Joe. Hopefully we get in... We're gonna get Bogle, top choice. This is according to again. Don't know how real this is because Northeast White says Bogle is done today. Announcement will be late PM, early AM. Clubs have settled on a fee and it's tying up loose ends. I have no knowledge of anything else and won't pretend to. But Bogle is in a hotel ready to go and sign now. And then someone asked him, well, could be bullshit. You're just guessing. And he said, look, my partner is the manager of the hotel. That's the only reason I know anything about this. I'm not some in-the-know wanker. I don't know why you need to be a wanker. But he says, I'm not some in-the-know wanker pretending to have info on anything and everything. But this is 100% legit. As I say, if people believe it, then fine. If they don't, then you'll get a nice surprise. I don't know why he would, say it like that if it wasn't true. So he says that Bogle's in a hotel. So I hope it's Bogle, but we don't know, do we? We genuinely don't know. No singing. I promise. Just Joe. Afternoon. Cameron Summerhays. Forgive me for my timing. Timing's been great. Yeah. Apologies for being a little bit late. Yeah, agreed, Vic. I think he can do it in the Prem as well, and has showed that in a poor Sheffield United side. Mr. Dodo, member now for 5 months. Big up to you. Yes, man, loving that. Working from home, love that. Does it taste nice? It tastes sweet, man. Yeah, it's water. It's just what it is. Water, man. It's spring water. Natural spring water. Once you got the bottles, though, you just got to tip it up with my own, man, can't I? And be like, yo, Rivals Tears, let's go. It's more about the bottle, man, than what's in it, I think. How do Bogle is coming? We are going to hit 5.5-ish today. I think they will take 5.5 million, hopefully. Bogle by the end of the week. But would, yeah. They're both in a year left. Roberts is a good championship defender. It's a rival in Burnley. How much, if you don't think it's a similar price, not 7, but let's say 5, like what do you think you're getting Roberts for, people? 2 million? It's not happening. 3 million? It's not happening. Otherwise, they'd just get that done. Budgie FC, cheap. Alfie, right, you don't see why, but do you think we will? Do you think we will sign 2 right-backs for a combined total of, say, 10 million? I don't see it. We've got too much to do to spend 10 million of a budget on that. Listen, we're 4 likes away from 100 likes, so smash a like. It's not cheap, mate. Give it time. Well, it is cheap if we sign Roberts over Bogle for me. And I'll be wrong and I'll drink my own tears. Do you know what I mean? I agree with what Ben Taylor's saying here. Yeah, 100% J Racer. They're not going to sell him cheap. I think Graham Smith's on record saying, why would they do it? Why does it matter if we do it on the cheap? It doesn't matter if you do it. That's the point. If you do it, fair enough. But if you don't, then we will be there. This is the point. You have more chance of doing it not on the cheap than you do the cheap, right? You know what I mean? Connor was saying earlier that it said that we're going to return with a third bid. Obviously, we've had 2. We still want him. I think that's just common knowledge. Buy cheap, buy twice. That's what they say, John. That is what they say. What if we do get both? We won't. I don't think we are being cheap. I just think we ain't going to pay over for a player with 12 months left. But but his normal fee, it'd be about 10 to 12. So, and they're selling to a rival. They're selling to, I don't think it's that bad of a price. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They wanted more. They were saying, can we pay more for him? Good to catch a live, bruv. Yeah. Could be going cheap now so we can go not cheap later, mate. Stop it. No, Oliver, skip round here. To be fair, Twitter were full of people loving Christensen. Yeah, I don't. Oh, so what are you comparing Christensen to Archie Gray, Jim? There is no correlation. Please do not ever do that again. Yeah, I did that. I did see that, mate. Yeah, I did see that. We brought it up in it. It can't be cheap for Roberts. Yeah, exactly. He won't. But right, okay. But my point. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But my point is, go get Bogle. Please. If that's your first choice, go get him. Jer done video, buzzing. No, I know that random stuff. Yeah, it's just if he was to do that, it would be. If someone is creating an account, I hear it. Take it with a pinch of salt, etc. But my point is, and again, I say that to you, I'm not saying it's true. I question why he'd need to be in a hotel. If he was signing tonight, he'd be doing his videos like Rothwell. This is the point. We'd probably hear news. So I do take it with a pinch of salt. But it also seems a bit wild to set up an account today just to put, like, that, surely you come up with something a little bit more outlandish than my wife knows he's in an hotel. Do you know what I mean? That's why I think, okay, it could make sense. Do you know what I mean? Get Bogle, McNulty and Gilchrist on loan, Ao Tanaka and a winger, and I'm happy. The Ao Tanaka stuff, we get linked to a player once, and everyone keeps saying Ao Tanaka, it's gone. Yeah, as well, Johnny, as well. There is that in it. Yeah. He wouldn't need it. That's what I mean. I don't know why he would need to be. This isn't Jean-Kevin Augustin coming from fecking a different country, is it? I hear you, I agree with you. Yeah, so, Peter, you won't see me Stevie Wonder impression, it's there. Budgie Niners, I like it. Budgie FC. Yeah, no chance we get both. Yeah, exactly. Big up to TB watching from Bangkok. 1-9 in Bangkok. Who would want 6 for Roberts because it's Leeds? Maybe, yeah. Hopefully, Kelvin. Someone like that. Yeah, exactly. That's what that sound is, you know. It's not actually my fire alarm. I've got a budgie. And it's just going cheep, 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 cheep. 6 for Bogle and 3-4 for Roberts is the Kamara fee with a bit added. Yeah, but they're not doing that, Alex. They'd have already spent the 40. They'd have already spent the money for Creswell. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. That's funny. So many teams have screwed us on transfers. Good to see us doing it back. Who are we doing it back to, though? We getting screwed. Yeah. The Ao Tanaka talk is getting on my Ao Manakras. Yeah, man. This is true, Mr. Dodo. This is true as well. Do you remember the Amiri stuff in Leeds? And I was like, there's no way that is Amiri. He's wearing Giacomo. Do you remember? And it turns out it was. Nah, Gilchrist isn't meh at all, by any stretch of the imagination. Budgie's name? Tweety Pie. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't think Harry Toffolo was at Norwich, so he was at Huddersfield. But I wouldn't mind it yet. Yeah. Bring me Polly and Pano. Exactly. Bring me Polly and Pano. I did put a poll up. 67% want Bogle, 12% Roberts, 21% think we get both. Yeah, I can't see us getting both. Look, there is... 1 second, I'm getting tagged in things left, right, and centre now. It's been a bit mad. There's so much out there. Besiktas and AC Milan have reached an agreement for Ford Ballo-Torre, but the left back has other desires. I have seen this, and I sent this to... So I'll show you this. So I'm going to show you this. So I got sent this. This is from Sebastian Dennis on Twitter. A decent amount of followers, I think over 50. But he says, Besiktas and AC Milan have reached an agreement for Ford Ballo-Torre, but the left back has other desires. Leeds United and Watford are interested in, as are Celta Vigo and Sevilla. Now, I sent this to Andrea, and his response was, no, he's effing shite. That's what his response was. So, yeah, I don't know. But he's a left back. I have to wait and see. Firpo, that chat won't go away. The mad thing is... the mad thing is as well... where was it going with that as well? Left back. Sorry, yeah. The mad thing is... The YEP ran with an article yesterday about Junior and it's news to Leeds United, and then more news has come out about a potential return for Junior. So I'm like, at this point, people are just taking the piss out of us. They're just taking the piss out of us, you know what I mean? Leeds United have identified, this is from Sport Witness, take it with a pinch of salt. I don't know much about him, I can't lie to you. I know Lockie's a fan. But Leeds United have identified Anselmo Garcia McNulty as an option to replace Junior Firpo amid Real Betis talks. The 21-year-old made 31 appearances in the Eredivisie for Pexwool last season. Yeah, I think we might have done because I remember talking about his name actually before. Maybe, yeah, Alfie has, hasn't he? We've done a video actually in the past. I think we might have done a video in the past. Yeah, I swear. Nah, not for me. People saying, do you know he's on a lot of money, by the way? Matt Targett's on a hell of a lot of money. And people were saying we're going to get him last January and making just crazy claims and, yeah, nah. Crazy claims. Mad transfers for players that we have no chance of getting. Yeah. If we get anything less than 35-40 million for Somerville, especially if it's Chelsea, then we have been robbed. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Bet it's just signed a new left back though. Okay, maybe be the one. Ideally, he comes in to add competition. Yeah, we need an addition anyway, like we do. We definitely need another option. Let me just have a look at some more of these tags. Oh, that's the other guy. Okay, so Everton and Napoli. Yeah, so I did see this actually earlier on from one of the Mirror reporters. I retweeted it. But it does say that Everton may have potentially moved on from Nantes. Everton and Napoli remain in talks for Jesper Lindstrom, as revealed last week, based on loan with buy clause. Still work to do, but negotiations ongoing as per exclusive story last week. So they could have moved on from Willy Nantes. I did retweet something earlier on. Does Lindstrom play on the left, though? They could it could still mean they might be in for... Let's have a look where Lindstrom... He's an attacking midfielder. Is he not? Or have I got that wrong? So I don't think that actually stops him from maybe Nantes still going there. I don't think it's either or. Let me just have a look on SofaScore. Should ask Andrea, really. He'll have a know with him being in Italy. He didn't fucking play a lot, did he? Bloody hell. Barely played at all last season. At all. When did he transfer there? Was he in Bundesliga? I was in Bundesliga 23. No, he's barely played. How many times has he actually played, this guy? 1 second, sorry about this, folks. Jesper Lindstrom. He was at Eintracht Frankfurt, was he? Let's have a look. Oh no, he played 20... Bloody hell, his heat match, shocking. Oh, he started 2 games. Was in Bundesliga before that, before moving to Napoli. He started 2 games, so obviously didn't have a great time of it. But, if you look at his season heat map, it's hard to even say where he fucking plays, to be honest. Everywhere. Let's have a look at his time in the Bundesliga, because that's when he's played the majority of his minutes. Yeah, can play anywhere, really, by the looks of it, eh? More of a 10? More of a 10, do we think? Predominantly right-sided, though. Yeah. So I don't know if that's going to stop any move for Nantes, because Nantes can play left and right, can't he? So I wouldn't really worry. I wouldn't look at that and think, oh my God, he's now not going to sign. Or that means they're out of the Nantes hunt. I don't think. This is what's been come from... David Anderson. Everton are interested in Napoli's Denmark winger Jesper Lindstrom. They also hold a long-term interest in Leeds Wilfred's Nantes as they search for more wide men. That's not either or, folks. I think that's... 1 sec. I don't know what's been said. But yeah, I wouldn't look at that and think that's either or, personally. Obviously, they've got money. They're probably... gonna sell Branthwaite. Do you know what I mean? That could end... Well, then again, Man United have probably moved on from Branthwaite, haven't they? Because they've just signed the other guy from over at Lille. Yeah, but Branthwaite will be sold, I think. Planet Sports Bet. Peterborough chairman Darren McAntony has told Leeds to sign Blackburn. Right. I wish we could. I wish we could sign Sammy Smodics. I wish we could, Wanderlust brother. I wish we could. But yeah, I don't know. Sebastian Dennis mentioning that player then. Don't know much about him, but Andrea said he's shit. 1 second. Just having a look. Strasbourg and Patrick Vieira parted ways. Remember when people wanted Vieira here? The guy's shit. The guy's washed. The guy is washed. Yeah. The guy's washed. He's just not got it. You've either got it or you haven't, and Patrick Vieira hasn't got it. Just stick to TV, I think. I'm just having a look at the rest of the links before we look at the Leeds United latest news. 1 second. 1 second. One of Glenn Kamara's main criticism Leeds was his lack cutting edge. Data suggests Rothwell is much more of an all-rounder. Opportunity cost his poorer ball retention, but that's a price worth paying. That's Joe Donahue looking at Joe Rothwell. Won't surprise me if he's number one, folks. Branthwaite wants to leave Everton. Money, non-tour. We know this story goes. We've seen this movie before, folks. But Man United have just signed Lenny Yoro, haven't they? Yeah, they have. Right, okay. I'm just having a look. I think we could look at a lot of Prem loans as well. I'm just catching up on there before we have a little look into the chat, and then we'll have a look. Yes, right, okay. Graham Potter to Sky on the England vacancy. He wants that job, doesn't he? Give it Potter, man. Give it Potter, why not, eh? Give it fecking Graham. Give it Graham. Obviously, this is the story from Sport Witness linking us with Anselmo Garcia at Knolte. The left-back played 31 times for Pexwall last season, with him ranking in the top 80th percentile for passing, touches, tackles won, and duels won. One to watch, young lad. Be nice to play with Firpo exiting. Probably in a year's time, maybe we say to Firpo, give us another year. You can exit stage left after that for a free and go back to Spain then and link up with Betis or whoever it is you may choose to link up with at that time. Just going to have a look now at the latest Leeds United news. Obviously, we heard about Somerville last night, him potentially just wanting Liverpool, and therefore that could help Liverpool's aid them to bring down the price potentially, because if he only wants one club, we might have another Rafinha situation, etc., etc. Leeds star keen on Chelsea move, with talks now held. This is according to Team Talk. Chelsea have heard firm discussions with representatives of Somerville ahead of a possible move. That's according to Team Talk. You've got to take it with a pinch of salt when it comes from then. Leeds United and Celtic now among a host of clubs interested in signing 15 million attacker this summer. Who is that attacker? Let's have a look. It's Sammy Schmodics, but I don't... See, this is where it's all bullshit, and they can create articles over everything, right? So let's have a look. So this is what they've ran with. Leeds United and Celtic, now among host of clubs interested in signing 15 million attacker. Where's that come from then? Danny Bloomer? Where's it come from, pal? Well, where that's come from is Darren McAntony, who is Peterborough owner and has been talking to a publication saying Leeds should sign him. So how is that saying that we're interested in signing him? It's a owner of a football club who appears on TalkSport, who's probably been paid by Planet Football, Planet Sport to do an interview, and they've said, who do you think Leeds should sign? And he said, Sammy Schmodics. Right, okay. And then now what you will see over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 days is continuous articles like this saying Leeds want him. That's not actually come out of anyone's mouth from Leeds United side. We may well. But ultimately, they've ran with a story because Darren McAntony, who's great, by the way, who I listen to on TalkSport and actually rate... Do you know what I mean? This is where it just comes from shit. Nick made a good point there about Amadou Onana as well as being sold to Villa or will be sold. Madsy says, you've probably seen this a lot from Spurs fans, but can we pay you more for Gray? Kid was out of position at centre-back and still looked like a veteran, so calm and talented. Again, that one will sting. But I'm glad he's gone to Spurs. Appreciate him. I can appreciate him because I don't mind Spurs and I can watch him flourish. Yeah? So, enjoy him, man. Enjoy him. Yeah, Everton will have money. It's too early, bro. He's 15. He's 15. Joe Leeds can get Schmodics for 6 million if he do. Really, that price? Well, listen, Becchio's bulge. No shade at anyone, but I said, you got to remain sceptical. Got to remain sceptical. Ipswich tried to get Downs. Wouldn't be shocked if they came in for Ampadu. Well, if we do sell Ampadu, I think they'd have a riot on their hands. Let's have a look. I think we sign a couple people in next week. The rest of the squad will be loans at the end of the window. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Some breaking news. Jeremiah Mullen has reportedly joined League One side Stockport County on trial. There you go. So that's another one exiting. Who else? Yeah, apparently he's dead, mate. Apparently he's shit. But there's a lot of clubs interested in him as well. I'm just going on what Andrea said, and Andrea said, no, he's rubbish. So, and that value is. Right, okay, let's have a look at some more stories. Premier League club finding Leeds United tricky to deal with as they swoop for 20-year-old star. That'll be Everton, is it? Yeah, Everton, go back in. The hunt. Listen, it won't be cheap. Yeah, so they won't. Napoli's Denmark international, Jesper Lindstrom and Wilfred Nonto. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. 40 grand a week player who Farker wants to sign doesn't want to join Leeds. Who's this? Oliver Skipp, according to Team Talk, is now a target for several Premier League clubs. That shouldn't be a shock to anybody, by the way, folks. I done been telling you that. I done been telling you about Oliver Skipp, and I was told, nah, we're going to sign him and all that sort of stuff. This is where this comes in handy. Listen to me. Listen, yeah? Oliver Skipp was never coming to the Championship. Between 15 and 20. About 15 and 20, I think. I know a lot of people disagree. Leeds United deal for Jayden Bogle expected to go through an interesting development. This is from Dan Bardell, who's an Aston Villa fan. Does a lot of podcasts, actually, for The Athletic as well. Decent. Dan Bardell fully expect Leeds United to push through a deal for Bogle. He said, we are at loggerheads. Chris Wilder's side set to be demanding at least 7. Don't forget, I told you that, folks. Before anybody said 7, I told you 7 on here. I told you 7. Sky Sports and TalkSport journalist Bardell believes Bogle could represent a right-back replacement for the outgoing Gray. We've been handed a boost, have we? What's the boost then? No, I don't think we've been handed a boost, to be honest. But yeah, let's have a look. You're going to look so silly when Skip's out. Mate, don't. I'm going to be drinking them tears, man. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, man, exactly. I told them all. I actually sent a journalist the news on the Shaq stuff, and they just pied it. And then a couple of days later reported it, and I thought, well, I did tell you. But anyway, we move. I'm topside 20 million with add-ons up to 25. Is that for Nonto, yeah? I think we might struggle for that, bros. But yeah, maybe. Who knows? More will be revealed over the next coming days and weeks. There we go. CBS Sports Galazzo is your new home for the EFL and Carabao Cup. Don't miss more than 250 matches across the Championship, League 1, League 2 and Carabao Cup on Paramount+. That means you're going to be able to get Leeds United in America, folks, for any Americans watching it. Look who they've used on it, though. Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford. Oh, I'm going to tell you a funny story. It's my daughter's 13 today, so I went to take her out for breakfast. Do you know the lad who goes, da, 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 Patrick Bamford? His name's Mike Loudon, and he's from Teesside, and he lives in Billingham, in actual fact, and which isn't too far from where my daughter's from. And we were eating food, and he walked past, and I went, Michael! And he went, and I was dying to get a picture and be like, yo, can we have this? But then I was with my daughter, and he just walked off. But yeah, I seen him this morning. I was thinking, oh man, that's gold. That is gold. But I was with my daughter, and I didn't want to be like, Michael, come here, and can I have a picture, and can you do this? So yeah, he's got his own little YouTube channel. But yeah, I seen him today. His name's Mike Loudon. Yeah, it was class. Right, okay, what's the YEP just reporting? Everton ready to invest 50 million fee but face tricky blow in pursuit of Leeds United, Wilfred Gnonto. What's this? This is from Kyle Newbold, which will be a clicky-baity thing. Leeds United are aware of interest in their winger from Premier League club. The 50 million sale of Onana could kickstart their summer, obviously, which we've just been saying there, and that's it, really. Yeah, that's it from that. Okay. Apparently, Blades turned down 7 million for that team in Turkey for Bogle. I don't know if that's true, did they? Where have you read that, mate? I'll have a look. It'll be on the news, will it? I think we'd have seen that by now. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago is the latest. 1 day ago. Yeah, there's nothing on there, mate. Latest article says Sheffield United respond to Leeds bids for Jayden Bogle. They've rejected 2 big bids. Club have submitted 2 offers, both around 4 million, but with different structures. Bogle would like to come, but yeah, there's no talk there of that team in Turkey, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I just want... Where's the signings? Where's the signings? Yeah. Not looking good, is it, bruv? And the longer it goes on, the less time we've got to... the less time we've got to sell Gnonto, sell Somerville, replace them, etc. We've still got not got a right back, and we play tomorrow. We'll be doing the game on the channel, by the way. It's already set up, folks, so we can do that. Yeah, so... yeah, we got a game tomorrow against Harrogate, 7:30 kickoff. I'll be live from 6:30, and we don't have a right back. Who do we reckon lineup will be? So it'll be Melier, Byram, Rodon, Strauch, Firpo, Ampadu, Rothwell, Somerville. Or maybe play Rutter out there. Aronson's back, but I don't think these will play yet. At least we'll get to see him, you know. Yeah, we have Byram James, you're right. Yeah. But I meant a proper right, like someone who's going to start. Like it'll be bad if we are starting Byram in the first game of the season, because we should have played him. Mainly kids, maybe. Mainly kids, maybe. I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We shall have to wait and see. But that's it, really, on your latest news. The facts are right. Where we're at right now, I think the next player Leeds United signs will be a right back. Yeah. So any other links at the minute, just put to the side. I think the next player Leeds United sign is a right back. It'll either be Jayden Bogle or it'll be Connor Roberts. If we can't get Jayden Bogle over the line, we're going to sign Connor Roberts. This is how I see it going, right? It almost feels like a little bit to me that Connor Roberts is a little bit like Kamara was last season, and we're going, well, he's there. Just sign him. And then they got him in the end because whoever... You remember, we were linked to people like Joseph Paintsil, loads of other players as well. We ended up getting Kamara in the end, which wasn't a bad thing, let me just say. But if you remember, he was available for months. Well, not for months, but for weeks. And we were going, well, why aren't he signing? It almost feels like that's the situation with Roberts, but they want to try and get someone else first. So if we can't get Bogle, it'll be Roberts. I think that's the way it'll go. It won't be both. That's just my opinion. The poll says 12% think we'll get Roberts, 22% think we'll get both, and 66% think we'll get Bogle. So we shall have to wait and see how the cookie crumbles. I think we might end up with Roberts, but I'm also okay with Roberts. But no, that's fair, Vic. But there was other players, weren't there? We ended up getting Anthony or whatever. I'm just saying, there's other names that were ahead and we were linked with. Sorry, yeah, probably a poor example, but you know what I mean. Good, yeah. One's fantastic, one's good for me. One won't need replacing for a bit, one will. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason why Roberts gets promoted with Burnley and then gets sent on loan to the Championship. He's 29. I like Roberts. I don't want to be too disparaging because I do like him. But if we look at Connor Roberts' age, you're going to need to replace him. Yeah, he's 28. 29 in a month. You know? Yeah. Whereas Jayden Bogle's 23. Ceiling's massive and all that sort of stuff. So I'll just pay that little bit extra for Bogle. Yeah, there was that as well, wasn't there? Yeah, of course, we had the Amiri situation. Yeah, that's a good point. They won't buy Roberts if Burnley want more than 4 million. Maybe not. But apparently he's waiting in the wings. We will be there. We'll have to wait and see. Listen, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. If anything happens this evening, I'll be live to cover it. You know that. Tomorrow's game day, we'll probably do a video in the morning, then one on the evening. Well, we will be doing the game from 6:30. I can't wait. The watch-alongs are back, which is always fun. So that's good times. Yeah, anyway. Just sign some fucking players, will you? Where's the signings? Anyway, on that note, we'll leave it there. Peace out. Oh, don't forget to join the Fantasy Premier League again. It's been reset up. So if you joined last year, you'll already be in. But if you want to rejoin, I'm going to put it in the chat as well. I've done my team. You know I've made space for your boy, Archer. He's down as a midfielder on it. I would have minded if he was down as a defender, but hey-ho. I've done my team. I'll show you my team. Don't copy, because it's going to win it. It won't. But we've got Pickford in goal, William Saliba, Lisandro Martinez, Ian Maatson, Mark Guehi, Bukayo Saka, Archie Gray, Cole Palmer, Jean-Philippe Mateta, Erling Haaland, Cody Gakpo. On the bench, I've got Sanchez at Chelsea, Leif Davis, Amari Hutchinson, and Will Smallbone. There you go. That is my team. So get in the league if you haven't already, yeah? So, yeah. There we go. The league's there. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll be there. We will be there. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I'm rambling now. Peace out, folks. Peace and love.